Hi YouTube world, it's Adriana here in New York. Just checking in, day 5 of the 30-day single eyeshadow challenge that I am determined to make it through, and I've already had fun discovering and playing with some items that I had in my collection and I really hadn't even played with, and today is absolutely no different. So today I kind of went with a very Southwestern inspired vibe. I have my turquoise earrings in and the sort of like caramelly colored cozy duster that I have on, and I felt like the shades that I selected kind of yielded this idea of like Southwest. I'm thinking New Mexico. I love New Mexico so much. New Mexico vibes. So hope you can see some of that. Nothing over the top because I'm still restricting myself to the base foundation products that I determine. So the products that I'm also using for 30 days will remain unchanged. However, I did want to start and mention that I added a few items to that arsenal simply because I didn't think I needed them, but now today I realized I did need them, and that was just because I changed a little bit of my skincare routine and I put something on my face that made my skin very, very, very almost oily, like greasy. I was using my vitamin C serum from Drunk Elephant, which I love, the C Firma. But when I use it, I realize that anything that sits on top of it can look super, super greasy. And so with that in mind, after I did my makeup, I was like, this foundation doesn't look like it normally does on me, which is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer that I've been using. I looked really greasy. So I had to incorporate a powder. So I did, I'm using the Hourglass translucent setting powder, the Veil. It's really, really nice. It doesn't make the skin flat. But it set it enough that I could, put on my blush and my bronzer, and I wasn't like a grease puddle. So really like this is the mini size, and I'm enjoying it. So that's one product that I'm going to add to my kind of foundation products for these 30 days, just in case I again do like a skincare treatment or something that just leaves me a little too dewy. But then of course what happened was I mattified myself a little too much, and I realized I didn't add a highlighter to this kind of 30-day experiment. So I went ahead and just selected this highlighter, which is from Flower Beauty. It is their Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. It's really, really beautiful, really creamy, and I'm just gonna allow myself to use this top shade. So I am restricting myself just to this top kind of pearly shade, and it's what's on my cheeks right now. It's really pretty, doesn't accentuate that texture. It's a lovely, lovely product, highly recommended. And this, that it comes with 3 and its own brush, it's just wonderful. So want to make mention of that. And lastly, and I don't use this all the time, but I do like to have one on hand that I'm using, which is a setting spray or just a hydrator throughout the day. If I've been sitting, especially now in the winter when the radiators start to kick in, it can really strip my skin of its hydration, and I like to have a spray that sits on my desk. I use it as a setting spray and as a refresher throughout the day. And the one that I'm using is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, this one, and this is actually in a limited edition bottle, but it's usually a greenish bottle. It's beautiful. It does have a strong scent to it, but Caudalie in general is one of those companies where I've gone and I've done facials at their stores, some of the best facials I've ever gotten in my life. And their products, I don't seem to have any sort of reaction to it. And so this one, they're all derived from grapes and, the byproducts of grapes. And I just really enjoy this scent. I enjoy this product. It's not added scent to it. It's that the product itself is scented because of the ingredients that are in it naturally. And I like it because it also reminds me of getting a facial and being at the spa. So really recommend this. Really, really lovely. Beautiful mist on it, and I use it kind of all day long. It's one of my favorites. So wanted to make mention of that. So that's about it for like updates with respect to just the general plan. Now we're gonna get to the shadows of the day. So it's sort of not sure how they look on camera, but it's a bit of a soft rust, rose gold, shifty shadow today. And it's this shadow here. It's so pretty. This is from Sydney Grace, and it's called Truth and Beauty. And so here is the shadow. And I don't know that the lighting is gonna do this a lot of justice, but it's not going to pick up the real color that it is, which is, yes, there's definitely that kind of coppery color to it, but what it's not showing, and which you can see very clearly when you have it on your eyes and when you're in different lighting, is that it has this secondary color in it, almost like a softer Barbie pink. And it's not a glitter. It is a shimmer, a secondary shimmer. So I would consider this almost like a duochrome, though not as dramatic as some of the duochromes that exist out there, like from Cleona Cosmetics or one of those other brands. But it has like a duochrome effect to it, and it has this really beautiful pink sheen, which I think is really flattering on the eyes, because it cuts into a little bit of that orange and metal and depth. So that's that color. And then corresponding with that, I used the matte shade from Colourpop called Best Coast Scenario, which is a really like a mid-tone peach color, really buttery soft and just so nice. And here's like the swatch of that. I like this shade because it was really buildable and easy to buff out into the crease, and still working with also complementary the Going Coconuts palette from Colourpop. And today I used a lot of this shade here I used, but I also used this one out in the corner. But these two mainly today, these two additional mattes. And yeah, still really loving using that and getting some use out of it. So those are the two shadows today. In addition, I used in my waterline the Glossier Play, another color slide in Candyland, which is such an unusual shade. Matches sort of perfectly. I mean, you think I have like I'm very much into this monochromatic look. I mean, that's the goal for me this month too, is like trying to keep things as monochromatic as possible and really playing around with the tone of the color and deciding like, is this a color I want in my life? Is this flattering? Is this, do I like it? And so today I'm really happy with this. I'm almost a little happier with this than my last coppery shade that I tried in this sort of experiment, which was Coral Reef by Sydney Grace, which also had like a pinkish hue to it, which I didn't discuss in that video, but it was a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger. I still loved it, but this is certainly much warmer, and I think more wearable if that's what you're interested in. And also I painted my nails. I forgot about that. Painted my nails. I did this like gray blue. I think it's $14.95 from KL Polish. Really pretty, and I finally painted my nails without dinging them at all, which is like a miracle. That hasn't happened once during COVID, and I think I paint my nails every week. So anyway, blue nails, blue nails. So yeah, that's all I have to report today. It's going really, really, really well, and I'm really looking forward to like the weeks ahead. I organized the palette that I am currently working off of, and so you'll see I sort of reorganized it, and this is the direction I'm going. So I started off here, and I'm making my way down this way, and then I'm gonna go down this way and then this way, and I think I'll probably end here and then move into like blues and purples and some other colors. But I just wanted to give you a sneak peek as to what's coming because it's pretty exciting. I love these colors. It's just such a good color story by itself. I love green so much, and oranges and yellows. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I hope that means lots of good things for everybody. And yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.